Today we are starting in Psalm 8, Psalm Het, and let's just jump right in. Lam natzeak el ha-gititit mizmor la David, Hashem Adonaynu ma'adir, shimka bechol ha'aretz asher tenahodecha el hashamayim, mipi olelim ve'yonaikim yisad ta'oz lema'an zo. This is the tough one for me. Zoreraika le hashbetoye umet nakem ki ere shamaicha ma asai et sebe o taicha yariach ve'chochavim asher konaneta ma inosh ki tis kerenu ufen adam ki tifkedenu vate chaserehu mi'at mi Elokim ve'chavod ve'chadar te aterehu tam shilehu bema asai yadaika kol shata tachat raglav zone va alafim kulam vegam bahamot sadai tis por shamayim u degai hayam ofer orechot yamim Hashem Adonehu ma adir shimcha bechol haaretz. Now the literal translation of the Masoretic. For the director of the Gittit, it is not translated because nobody knows what a Gittit is. It is probably some type of musical instrument. That being said, a song of David. Eternal our Master, how mighty is your name on all the earth, while spending your majesty over the heavens. From the mouth of toddlers and babies, you based strength. On behalf of those bound to you, you immobilize the enemy and seeker of vengeance. When I contemplate your sky, the work of your fingers, moon and stars, which you firmly put up. What is a human that you should consider him, or the common man that you should care for him? But you let him lack but a little. Being very powerful, you crowned him with honor and splendor. You made him rule over the works of your hands. Everything you put under his feet, herds of sheep and bulls, all of them, and even beasts of the field, birds of the sky and fish of the sea, crossing pathways of the oceans. Eternal, our Master, how mighty is your name on all the earth. Okay, that is Psalm Het. Now let's jump into Psalm Tet. Okay, let me get out my handy dandy pointer. Grab a swig of coffee. Okay. Psalm Tet. Lam natziak al-mutlaben mizmor la David. Ode Hashem bechol libi asapera kol nifile o taicha es mechach ve'e el zavach azamera shimcha elyon beshuv oyevai achor yik kashelu ve'yovedu mipanaicha ki asti, ki asita mishpati vendini yashavta lechaise shofet tzedik ga'arta goyim ibadta rasha sheman machita leolam va'ed ha'oyev tamu choravot lanetzach ve'arim na tashta avad zichram hemma v'Hashem le'olam yeshev konen la mishpat kis'o vehu yishpot tevel betzedek yaden le'umin be maisharim vihi Hashem mishkav ladak mishkav le'itot batzara ve'yiv techu vecha yodai shemecha kilo azavta do resha'icha Hashem zamera laHashem Yoshev Zayan hagidu va'amim elilotav kidoresh damim otam zachar lo sharchak za akat anavim ninai Hashem re'ea neyi misone ai mero memi mishar arai mavet lema'an sapera kol tahilatecha besa arai vat zayan agila bishu ateka tave u goyim bishakat asu berashit zu tamanu ni nilkeda raglam noda Hashem mishpatasha befu al kapav nokesh rasha higayon selah Yashuvu Rasha'im Lish'ola Kol Goyim Shechechai Elokim Kilo Lanetzak Yishachach Ebyon Kitbat Aniyim Tovad La'al Kuma Hashem El Ya'oz Inosh Yisha Fetu Goyim El Panaicha Shita Hashem Mora Lachem Yede U Goyim Inosh Hema Selah. Okay, now on to the Masoretic text here. For the director on Mut Laban. Again, this is a translation that's nobody really knows what Mut Laban is. It has a affiliation of Laban, Lebanon, so on and so forth, but that's up for speculation, and we're just reading and not speculating. So, for the director of Mit Laban, a song of David. I shall thank the Eternal with all my heart. I shall tell all your wonders. I shall rejoice and exalt in you. I shall sing your name most high. As my enemies turn back, they will stumble and be lost before you. Truly, you made my case and my judgment. You sat on the throne as a just judge. You chastise peoples You destroy the sinner. You erase their name forever and ever. O enemy, ruins are finished forever. Cities you have uprooted, their remembrance is lost. But the Eternal resides eternally. He establishes his throne for judgment, and he governs the land in justice, judges nations in equity. The Eternal is refuge for the oppressed, a refuge for times of distress. Those who know your name are trusting in you. You never abandon your seekers, Eternal. Sing to the Eternal who resides in Zion. Tell among the nations his usual deeds. Truly, he who requits blood remembers them. He does not forget the wail of the poor, i.e. meek. Favor me, O Eternal. Seek my plight away from those who hate me. Lift me up from the gates of death, that I may tell all your praises in the gates of daughter Zion. Let me rejoice in your help. The Gentiles are drowning in the ditch they made. In this net which they concealed, their foot is caught. The Eternal is known by the judgment he made. The malefactor is caught by the work of his own hand. Higayon Selah. Let's just stop right there and look what this is. It's not clear what Higayon means. It does not mean logic, talking about so on and so forth, but something about let's go with their own cunning. I think that would be a interesting translation. So I'll read that again. The malefactor is caught by the work of his own hand, his own cunning. The evildoer will return to the pit, all Gentiles who forget God. Truly, not forever will the needy be forgotten, or the hope of the meek, i.e., poor, will be eternally lost. Rise, Eternal. A mortal should not be powerful. Let Gentiles be judged before you. Set, O Eternal, mastery over them. May the Gentiles know they are mortals. Selah. Okay, let us do one more. Psalms 10, Yod. And I think that would be a fitting place to stop before we get into our next round. Okay, Psalm 10, Psalm Yod. Lama Hashem ta'amod. Berachok talim leitot bat zara. Bega'avat rasho yidlak ani yitafeshu bim zimmot zu chashavu. Ki hillel rashol el ta'av vat nafsho uvotseya berek ni etz Hashem. Rasha Ke gofa apobal yidrosh en Elokim kol mezimortav. Yachilu der Ravkav der Rachav bechol et marom mishpataika menegdo kol zorerav. Zorerav yafiach bahim amer. Be libo bal emot ledor vador asher lovera alla pechu malai umerot vatok tachat leshono amal va'aven Yeshuv be marav chat zerim bamishtarim yaharog naki Einav lechelechach yitzponu ye'ero bamistar ke arye vesuko ye'erov lachat יחטוף אני במשרחו, ברשתו, ידכה ישוח ונפל בעצומיו חיל קין, אמר בליבו, שכח אל השטוף פניו. בל ראה לנצח קומה השם, אל נשא ידך אל תשכח ענבים. על מעץ רשע אלוקים אמר בליבו לא תדרוש. ראית כי אתה עמל וכעס תביט. לתת בידך אליך יעזוז חליך יתום אתה היית עוזר שפור זרוע רשע ורע תדרוש ראשול ואל תמצא השם מלך עולם ועד עבדו גויים מארצו. תאוות ענבים שמעת השם, תכין ליבם, תקשיב על זניך, לשפוט יתום ודח בל יוסף, עוד לערוץ אנוש מן הארץ. Okay. Psalm 10, Yod. Why, Eternal, are you standing far away? Are you keeping aloof in times of danger? Question. In haughtiness the wicked pursues the poor. Let them be caught by the plans they concocted. Truly the wicked praises his own desires. But he who blesses unlawful gain slanders the Eternal. The wicked his nose high does not inquire. There is no God in all his plans. Powerful is his way anytime. Too elevated is your judgment. Against him all his enemies he blows away. He says in his heart, I shall not stumble for all generations without trouble. His mouth is full of curse, also deceit and damage. Under his tongue are evil and tort. He sits in ambush in hamlets in secret. He will kill the innocent. His eyes will discern the luckless. He lies in ambush secretly like a lion from his covert. He lies in ambush to catch the poor. He catches the poor by drawing him into his net and pounding the prostrate. The luckless will fall into his power. He says in his heart, God forgot. He has hidden his face. He will never see. Arise, Eternal, powerful. Lift your hand. Do not forget the poor, i.e. meek. Why does the wicked insult God? Say in his heart, he will not care. Question. You see, truly, you are watching evil deeds and displeasure to give in your hand. To you, the luckless man surrenders himself, the orphan whom you used to help. Break the wicked's arm, and the criminals who look for his crime, can it not be found? The Eternal is king forever and ever. The Gentiles will be lost from his land. Eternal, you heard the meek one's desire. Prepare their hearts. Listen attentively with your ear to judge the orphan, the downtrodden, so the arrogant may not continue to scare man away from the land. And that includes Psalms 8 through 10. Until next time.